It can be really lonely. Going through something like a tretinoin purge, it will start to get better. You already know. You already know. Hello. Before I get started, I just wanted to let you all know that I have an obligation to make it smell like a Virgo in this bitch. Much better. Okay, now I'm ready. So I decided to make this video today because I decided to get involved with my girl tretinoin. Oh, tretinoin. Ruining my life. I'm just kidding. Giving you some backstory. I started tretinoin in December, and I started because I was already on Curology. I was on this prescription for a little while, probably about like 2 to 3 years. And I noticed it got rid of a lot of my smaller breakouts, but around my period, I always had these like huge painful pimples underneath my skin, and I was getting sick of it, like mostly on my nose. The acne scars wouldn't fade for the longest time. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna tell my dermatologist that is paired with me as a part of Curology. I let her know, she fixed me up. She was like, I'm gonna set you up with my girl Tret. And Tret is a, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So I started to purge maybe like a month or two in, and I kid you not, I was looking up everything on Reddit, like how to avoid a purge, what are the best products to use, what ingredients to avoid, and I still purged. Everybody's skin is different, and you know, just because you start tretinoin doesn't necessarily mean you're going to purge for sure. But I did purge, and I purged around my chin, which is weird because I usually get all of my biggest pimples around like my nose area. But I wanted to show you today how I do my everyday makeup routine while still breaking out on Tret. It makes your skin really dry and also really sensitive to light. So I work from home, the sunlight reflects into the window, still need sunscreen for that. If you're even remotely near the sun, you need to wear sunscreen. You need a strong sunscreen. Like you need a sunscreen that can literally, you just need a strong sunscreen. So anyway, let's get started. Okay, so first step that's really important is that you need to make sure your skin is extremely hydrated. I don't know about you all, but I have pretty dry skin to begin with, and tretinoin just dries it out so much more. So I get this slimy little snail mucin all over my skin. I like to pat it in around my breakouts. Before I really get started with the makeup routine, I should just say like tretinoin is not for the weak. I have had my fair share of acne throughout my adolescence. This tested me in a different way. Like I just didn't want to make content anymore. Didn't want to get on camera at work. I didn't want to show myself. And like people will always be like, oh my God, like I didn't even notice, like you look fine. It's literally just acne, just whatever. It's not so much other people that I'm worried about. I don't feel comfortable and I don't feel confident. Like I know that other people might be like, it's not a big deal, which I'm grateful for, but it's so hard to explain to other people like why you're putting this medication on your face that's making you break out. Like people are like, why don't you just stop using it? And then I have to go through the entire explanation of like how some people go through a purge and some people don't and whatever. All I can say is I feel like it was good in a way because it tested my ability to just like block everything out and just, it's not something I can change at this moment. And I went on my fair share of like deep dives on TikTok, Reddit, every site you can imagine. I was on Quora, bitch. Like I was doing my research, okay? Everything led me to feeling like I needed to just buy more products to help me fix my face. And none of that was gonna happen. So here is what I do. So I just put on snail mucin to hydrate my face. I'm letting it sit in a little bit. Then I've got my strong, extra strong sunscreen. This one is the Skin 1004 Centella sunscreen. A lady recommended it to me at the Korean beauty store. She was so nice. She thought I came in with a group of people, so she like didn't help me at all while I was there. Not that I cared, I was like doing my own thing. But then when the group of people left, she was like, oh, I thought you were with that whole group. And I was like, no. And she's like, oh my gosh, let me help you. I'm so sorry. And I'm like, dude, Don't even worry about it. It's so sweet. But anyway, centella. This is my holy grail for dry skin or combination skin. I really hope that this never sells out, ever. It's kind of a thicker type of foundation, but it's a CC cream, so it kind of comes out like that. It actually already has sunscreen in it, but from what I read, if you are going on tretinoin, the SPF that's in your makeup is not enough. You need to have strong sunscreen. So anyway, I put it on my skin like this, just mix it together. It's kind of like lotion-y texture. Also, if you want to, you can put primer. I use the e.l.f. primer on this area. Oh my gosh, this is the story of my life. Just like adding makeup steps into my routine as I'm doing it. Okay, back to the original step. I love the way that this goes on my face. I've been using my finger, but it's a really nice way to just get an even skin tone and to make me look really dewy. When I get to my breakouts, I kind of just dab. I'm sorry. Okay, now that I have my base layer, it's acting like a tinted moisturizer. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the NYX Professional, why am I saying their whole brand? The NYX Bear With Me Concealer. This is in the shade beige. I don't know why beige just seems like slightly upsetting to me as a color. Like other colors are like toffee, cinnamon, ivory, whatever, right? And then if you're this skin color, you're just beige. Anyway, so I put it on the back of my hand and I just dab it with this little like concealer brush. Just go on top. You want one that's more hydrating because if it's dry, once you put the powder on to set it, it's gonna look even more dry, especially because your skin's already kind of dry from the tretinoin. Also, luckily, I am only breaking out on my chin. I know that some people have a lot worse of skin purging than me, and I know that it can be kind of painful to put makeup on. So, you know, I definitely went through a phase where like a lot of the pimples that I was getting were kind of like opening up, and I was putting pimple stickers on them, and every time I take the pimple sticker off, it would just be like an open wound. So it was really hard for me to do my makeup. But at the same time, I didn't want to go out without makeup because I just wasn't feeling confident about it. So I'm at the phase now where they're closed, which I'm happy about. But I will say, like, if you are putting on makeup even when they're open, there's probably so many like dermatologists and people who are like, don't do it. But like, I just felt like I had to. So at least, you know, I kind of just put some concealer on and like some powder and felt a little bit better about myself. But I think the most important thing is that when you're cleaning it, make sure you're cleaning it very well, but don't use too harsh of a cleaner because it can just irritate your skin more. I've been using an oil cleanser to try to get some of that out. I also saw in the bottle that it says not to use an oil cleanser on an open wound, but I did it anyways. So, but it helped me, and I'm at the point where I think I'm feeling a little bit better about it. We're getting there. So now that I've put on my base, I'm just gonna spray it. This is just Evian water. This was a gift. I did not buy this. I don't know how expensive this is. Oh, TJ Maxx, $8. You can find other spray bottles too, like setting spray will help. Anything that's like a little bit more hydrating as opposed to like finishing matte kind of. All right. Now I'm gonna go put my blush on and all my cream, all the hydrating stuff on at first. This is Dew Blush in the color Spicy.
Huh?
Just trust me, okay? It says Spicy. I actually didn't like this one at first when I started to use it because I was using it like the Rare Beauty blush. So I was kind of just like rubbing it into my face because that's the best way I feel like to put on the Rare Beauty blush. This one kind of has to be like dabbed on. So I put it on the back of my hand like always, and then I just, you know. I also realized that I am a low visual weight girly. I know that's been like a trend on TikTok. So I've been trying to like put more blush and like lighter colors on my face, or lighter makeup on my face, which is nice because heavy makeup definitely exacerbates the acne breakouts for me. Like whenever I wear heavy makeup, I feel like I look like I'm wearing a lot. Also, another thing, make sure your brushes are really, really, really clean. Like really clean. Girlies, I know you're booked and busy. You don't have time to wash your makeup brushes as much as you want to, but you gotta clean them shits. I don't know about you guys, but I like a lot of blush. So I'm just gonna add a little more. After you set some of the more greasier areas of your face, I like to go in with a little brush. Mix the powder again, just dab it. Just dab. And if you're worried about like having flashback, just put another layer of that Neutrogena mineral shears. So if you have darker skin, I would not recommend going with a translucent powder. I feel like that's something you already know because it's white, like really white. I would recommend mixing it with maybe like a fine red powder or a fine yellow powder, depending on your skin tone. So now that we've got the powder, we love a flawless base. Okay, now we're gonna do eyes. I honestly put bronzer on my eyelids, nothing too crazy. I try to keep it simpler on my eyes these days because I noticed that I make a lot of facial expressions during the day, like this, and it ruins my eye makeup. Also, that was the Patrick Ta She's So LA, looking dirty as hell. This is the colorgram warm tone Aegyosol maker. I don't know if I said that right. I'm sorry to all Koreans if I said that wrong. So I just like the disrespect. I like to add a little bit of brown. This is a NYX Epic Smoke Liner. Just like to add a little brown. I kind of just like draw a not neat line. And I take like a flat brush like this, blend it out into the direction that I'm gonna put my wing. So I'm gonna take the Rare Beauty highlight and the Fenty Diamond Balm. I'm gonna sparkle all over my face. You already know. You already know. You already know. So I'm gonna go in with the Diamond Balm first. I like to highlight where there are areas that I can already see that are kind of glistening, but also don't do it immediately after you spray. If it's too wet, it'll get clumpy. Every Rare Beauty I've owned has exploded on me. But then again, I do my makeup in very inefficient ways. My makeup bag is usually always sitting on my lap, which is why it falls and it explodes. Just to summarize, I basically took the Diamond Balm Fenty Beauty, put it on general areas that my face is lighter, because that one's kind of like a less noticeable glow. It's really natural looking. If I want it to look even more, you know, like the second layer of highlight, I use the Rare Beauty. I put it on the corners of my eyelids right here, and I kind of like motion upwards and out to follow the shape of my eye, underneath my eyebrows, a little bit on my the bridge of my nose. If I'm feeling really sparkly, little tip of my nose moment. I still remember there was a video that went viral of me on Instagram. Anyone who like has a video that does remotely well on Instagram, or maybe not even remotely well, like if you take something off TikTok and you put it on Instagram, the audience is quite different. Somebody was like, you put so much highlight on your nose. And I'm like, okay, well, I enjoy being sparkly, so. So you're putting like a layer of hydration through every powder layer that you're putting on your face. Okay, my camera keeps dying, so I'm gonna finish this once and for all. The sun is going down, okay? This is kind of going out of order since I already highlighted my face. I like to just add a little bit more bronzer in some areas. Give me a little chiseled look. Same thing with blush. I'm gonna dab it in the middle here. Okay, eyeliner. That was nerve-wracking. I like to extend it straight out. This is what it looks like when I stretch it out. It's like a little triangle, like a really thin triangle, very obtuse triangle. I usually pull up just a little bit, lift my eyebrow, and then use my hand to kind of like guide me. But this takes years of practice. Every person has that one thing that they don't leave their house without doing in terms of makeup. Like sometimes it's eyebrows, sometimes it's eyelashes. For me, it used to be eyeliner. Okay. Think you just bit, you not even a fart. I should be quick, but I'm quicker. Sorry. I'm just happy because my makeup came out well, so that's why I'm happy dancing. Going in with the Etude Glace Rouge in color Hazy Rose. I like to rub it on the top and bottom of my lip just to give it like a little blurred effect. Just looks like more youthful, you know, like the color is coming from within and more of a plumped kind of look. My girl, Laneige. Laneige. I think this is one of the products that I feel very strongly about. You know, like certain products you lose and you're like, ah, whatever. Certain products I will go and buy again. So thank you for dealing with my chaos. I just really wanted to do this because I feel like it can be really lonely going through something like a tretinoin purge. You're not alone. If you are going through it, it will start to get better. I'm hoping that I'm in the part of my journey where it's starting to get better now. But in the meantime, just, you know, do things that make you feel better about yourself, because at least for me, it took away a lot of my confidence and just like walking out of the house and feeling great, getting dressed, whatever. Makeup does that for me. Just finding a skincare routine and a makeup routine that incorporates skincare and incorporates the things that my skin needs, like the sunscreen, the snail mucin, all of that really helps me just kind of regain some of that confidence as I try to get through the 3rd and the 4th month of this purge. And also it just kind of feels lighter on my face. Like I've definitely lightened up my makeup routine because of tretinoin, which I think needed to happen anyways. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Whether you are breaking out from tret or you just wanted a more skin care focused makeup routine, I hope that this helped. Thank you for watching me. Oh my God, he's so cute. He's so cute. Okay, bye. Thanks for watching.